can you give us an update on the practice report coming out of yesterday's practice? Was it a walkthrough or was it a real practice this time?
Yesterday was actually a real practice.
Okay.
It was a full practice. The Cowboys are back to their normal schedule, obviously, after 3 games in 11 days. Had that mini bye week to kind of enjoy, but now everything's back on track as far as Wednesday being a full practice, Thursday being a full ramp-up practice from Wednesday, then kind of going from there, mock game, walkthrough Friday, Saturday. But obviously, goes without saying that the major headline coming out of here yesterday was Mike McCarthy.
Yes.
So Mike McCarthy showed up to the facility with some abdominal pain. He was doing his best to tough through it. And he went into one of his meetings, and Bones and Dan Quinn, a couple other guys, told him he didn't look so hot. And he explained to them he was having some abdominal pain. And, Dak Prescott thought that maybe it was a little bit of a stomach bug. But they advised him to go get it checked out. And so he did. Turns out he had acute appendicitis. A little bit of a scare there, but they did catch it before we got to the worst case scenario. He underwent surgery yesterday, and I'm told that he's home and recovering right now. He's expected to coach versus the Eagles. We don't know yet if it'll be in the box or on the sideline. But if McCarthy's character is any indication, and what Dan Quinn said yesterday, you think this tough Irishman is going to miss this game? I think McCarthy's on the sideline because I think that he wants to show that kind of resiliency to his team, to give his team that added oomph to say, hey, man, if Coach can have surgery on Wednesday and still be out here on the sideline with us on Sunday, like there's no excuse for us to not go out here and kick some ass. So that's obviously the headline. As far as the injuries for players, nothing too crazy. We had the transaction that came down to the wire. Peyton Hendershot has been activated to the 53-man roster. That saved him from season-ending IR. So he's in. Sean McEwen is to IR. I was told yesterday that McEwen is an ankle injury. You can put air quotes around it if you like. That's up to you. Rico Dowd was still nursing the ankle. He was limited. No worries there. And mostly everyone else was a rest day. It's a veteran rest day for a lot of these guys. Matt Willetsko, also a transaction. His 21-day practice window with his shoulder was activated yesterday. So the Cowboys will fill him out over the next 3 weeks. And if he's good to go and it turns out they need him to return for OL depth, then they have that option. If not, then they'll probably leave him where he is and see him next year.
Anytime I see NIR rest DNP for Tyron, I just smile because this dude, when he gets that rest, man, he plays out his mind.
It's so phenomenal to witness. I don't think people understand. Well, people who played team sports or just any type of sport, they understand that when it comes to practice, you might not like it, but it's kind of required in order for you to be exceptional at what you do. And then you see a guy like Tyron. Now, obviously, he's already built a Hall of Fame career to this point, and a lot of that involved him being at practice. But the fact that he can be at this age, over the event horizon of 30, with his injury history, not practicing at all, and then going out there on a weekly basis, and the metrics will show that he right now is the best tackle in football. That is unreal. So, yeah, the cyborg is everything's going according to plan, man. So keep him off the practice field. Yeah, keep him off the practice field. And still, man, they're going to mess around. They're going to mess around, the Cowboys are, and add like 2 years to this guy's career just by not letting him practice.
I wish that, I don't want to go back, but I wish we would have figured this out 2-3 years ago, man. I just do. But
I know.
We're here now.
I know. What can you do?
Exactly.
You don't know what you don't know.
Right.
So.
Right. That is the Injury Spotlight presented by OSMI. OSMI provides arthroscopic and robotic-assisted orthopedic surgery, foot and ankle surgery, sports medicine, physical therapy, and a ton more. Their team of orthopedic specialists have offices in Fort Worth, Decatur, and Mansfield to provide state-of-the-art orthopedic care to the North Texas area. When it comes to medical care, you and your loved ones deserve the best possible experience. So schedule your hassle-free appointment today at osmifw.com.